Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to get back on the channel. Tyrone King, he's now 5-0 with one win by KO, and he's back out at York Hall, Bethnal Green, the 12th of October against I was about to say you're boxing yourself. You're boxing Kingsley Egbunike for the Southern Area Super Welterweight
Yeah,
title at York Hall. How are you?
yeah, I'm all good, mate. How you doing? How's things going?
All good, mate. Pleasure getting you on. And yeah, before we get into your upcoming fight, talk about your last fight you had with Lorenzo Grasso. That was at the Brentwood Centre, and you stopped him in the second round. Talk about that fight.
Yeah, it's a while ago now, a year ago. So it was a good fight, good learning fight as well. I learned a lot in the fight. Got put down, got back up, and put him down. So it's the way life goes, isn't it? But you get back up and keep going. Good now, but that's forgotten about for me. I just want to get get on with this fight, get cracking with this one, see how this one goes.
Yeah, it was crazy when you got put down. Did you expect you to end up getting the finish as soon as you got back up, or?
Not as soon as I got back up, but to be fair, when I went down, I wasn't hurt, like wobbled or anything. It was just more of a variety of punches. But I always believed I could win the fight in that sort of fashion.
Yeah, and you got sort of he left himself a bit open, and you just placed that shot right on the button, didn't you?
Yeah, to be fair, he probably had me over. Probably rushed in to get the stoppage and just walked onto a big shot. But we did think that he'd walk onto a big shot sooner rather or later. So yeah,
Yeah, and of course you've had a few fights, being cancelled, but everything okay now? And of course you've got this fight now, which have you been? Of course, when he won the title against Dijon in, I think it was April, I believe.
yeah,
You sort of messaged him, didn't you, and said, "I want to fight."
yeah. Well, to be fair, a few fights got cancelled, but all it was I just didn't want to go back to fighting journeyman. Like, no disrespect to them, but I quit my job last year for like 6 months for the Grasso fight, and for me, it wasn't really an option to take a backwards step. I wanted to push forward with my career, and so I see that these guys were fighting in April, and I thought it wasn't anything with Kingsley. I just wanted to fight whoever won it, and I see he won it, and he put on his Instagram something like, "Who should I fight next?" And I thought, brilliant, this is perfect. I can try to get this fight get cracking now. And he, a lot of people commented on it saying, "Oh, fight me," and he accepted it. So fair play, let's get it cracking.
Did you accept? Did you? I've muddled my words up again. Did you expect the fight to come off?
Yeah, to be fair, I did expect it to come off because I was talking to his coach as well, and I just said, "Look, tell me what you guys want, and see if we can make it happen." So it's quite easy to get made, actually.
Yeah, and it's made as well now, of course, and it's on a big show, Box Mania, on a Goodwin show, and it's a stacked card, isn't it? With a few other title fights and title eliminators on it as well. So it makes for well, it's a big show, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Six title fights. I think most of the fights on there are 50-50 fights. So obviously the people that are getting tickets and that, they're going to come and see a proper show.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. Turns out like
Yeah, of course. Tell the fans and people who are supporting you how much are the tickets.
tickets are £50 unreserved seating, and to be fair, I've done really well with tickets. I've got an army coming up from Sittingbourne. I've got two full 51 seat coaches full up. They're coming, and I've got a few more tickets left. But support's been really good, and I appreciate it. But to be honest, I'm giving people good fights, and all the fights on there are good. So what's not to come? Come and have a good night. You're going to probably see a few knockouts. Yeah, get your money's worth.
Yeah, and of course, you're going into the Lions Den, aren't you?
Yeah, well, he's boxed there like nine times or 10 times, I think, and he's only had 30. So I've never boxed there, so I'd say I'm going into like his backyard. But to be honest, I'll probably bring more fans with me than what he will. So don't really make a difference at the end of the day. Two people are in the boxing ring. Two only me and them will be fighting. So don't make a difference.
But I thought he was signed with Goodwin, wasn't he?
Yeah, he is signed with Goodwin. Goodwin manages him and promotes him. So yeah.
Are you managed by Billy or?
No, I'm managed by a guy called Joe Aldiff. But what actually happened? There was a show Goodwin were doing, and me and Joe went up there and we signed a contract. Spoke to Matt. Goodwin seems like a good guy, fair. And listen, it's just boxing, isn't it? It's business at the end of the day. I want to push forward, and he's the guy to stop me, and vice versa.
And how excited are you to be boxing at Your Cool?
Yeah, very excited to box at your call for the first time. Obviously, every time you talk to people, they're always saying, "Oh, when you boxing at your call? Have you boxed at your call?" Like everybody knows about your call. All the greats have boxed there, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's a new venue for myself, and I think that's good. I think it'll be good, exciting.
Yeah, exactly that. And of course, fighting for your first belt at Your Cool couldn't get much better, could it?
No, exactly. This fight's perfect. This is what I wanted, to be honest. I wasn't gonna take a backward step with my career. This fight, when I win this fight, I could push forward with my career and two 50-50 fights back to back. Arguably, I've been the underdog both times. Win this fight, and people will take notice of me properly, and I've got something to offer people then, and hopefully my career just goes up and up after this fight.
Yeah, and what do you know about Kingsley? And of course, did you watch his fight with Dijon? And if so, what did you think of it?
Yeah, I've watched it multiple times. Listen, he's a good fighter. He's got that he doesn't do so good, and that's what we're going to exploit on the night. And there's things that I haven't shown in my fights yet that I'm really good at, and hopefully in this fight it all comes out. And I think it is going to be a good fight. He's a good fighter, but the better the fighter in front of me, the better I'll perform as well. So we've left no stone unturned. Trained very hard. Been training for this fight since about April time. So yeah, we're good. We're good to go.
And we've seen, when you step up in opposition, that your performances are getting better each time you fight.
Yeah, exactly. My last two performances, they've probably been my best, but still, it's been a year since I boxed Grasso. But it's not been a year out the ring, and I've not been training. I've still been in the gym every day, training, putting my wrongs right, sparring, high level opposition, everything like that. Just, just getting better, just improving, and they'll see on the 12th of October that a different Tyrone King from my last fight and a better Tyrone King.
And of course, I saw you put on your Instagram the other day, you and O'Hara Davis. Have you been sparring O'Hara?
Yeah, I sparred him last week and I sparred him this week. Yeah.
And what do you make of his upcoming fight against Adam Azim the week? I think it's a week after your fight.
Yeah, it's the 19th. Listen, Adam Azim's world class. He's a very, very good boxer, but O'Hara Davies, don't write him off. Obviously, he's a very good fighter himself. He stops some very good fighters. He can punch. It's a proper good fight. And to be honest, O'Hara Davies lost his last fight, and the fans should give him respect that he's going straight back into the fire against somebody like Adam Azim. Like, boxing fans are fickle. They always say, "Oh, I want the best to fight the best," and then the best fight the best, and one loses, and then the one that loses is shit, and he's never that
Yeah.
good. And no, give him respect. He's had a hard fight. He's tested himself against the best. And listen, there's winners and losers. The winner can come back, and the loser can come back. It's just Like, yeah, I don't understand boxing fans sometimes.
Yes, yeah, especially if you put your unbeaten record on the line. So, you know, like when you fight, you're 5-0, and you're boxing someone who's not 9-0, 8-0, and some one of you lose doesn't mean you're rubbish. Doesn't mean you've lost. You've took a risk and you'll bounce back from it.
Exactly, like
And O'Hara
people.
Davis has fought everyone who's been put in front of him. He's come back multiple
Yeah,
times, and yeah, it'd be a good fight for Azim. And I think people, you know, you can't write O'Hara off. And you know, even if you lose in the first round, sometimes you just get caught cold, and it's just boxing, isn't it?
exactly. Boxing is full of highs and lows, and at the end of the day, we should respect every fighter that gets in there, regardless of their record, regardless if they win or lose, because they're putting their life on the line for the fans. And at the end of the day, we're just doing it to better our life.
Yeah, that's exactly that. Um, I forgot. Yeah, how's camp going? Is camp going all good?
Yeah, camp's been really good. Honestly, this has been the. I know everybody says it, but it actually has been the best camp I've had. Like, I've had really good sparring, like similar sparring to what Kingsley Egbunike is like. I've had the tough sparring because I need it to prepare me for them later rounds, etc., etc. Yeah, honestly, ticked all the boxes and just ready to go now. Counting down the days, I just can't wait to get in and put a good performance on for the people coming to support me and testing myself.
Yeah, and of course, you know, you can be you're bang up for it. I mean, you haven't fought for over a year. Some people might, you know, you can't really read into that because you've been in the gym and you've been getting fight scheduled, but you just want to fight the best to be the best, and that's your mentality.
Yeah, 100%. Like, I want to push forward. Beating Kingsley Egbunike, I can push forward. And Kingsley Egbunike is a good fighter. He's boxed for an English title. So if I beat somebody like that, it says to myself, I can box at that level. I can compete at that level. If if I can't, maybe I'm better off thinking of something else. But I do believe I can box at that level, and I wouldn't have took this fight or asked for this fight if I didn't think I was going to win it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not overlooking him at all. I've trained very hard, and the best man will win on the night. That's all I can say about it, really.
100%. Do you believe you're going in to the fight as an underdog, or
Yeah, I would say, to be honest, I'm probably going into the fight as an underdog because he's boxed at a better level. He's boxed on the better platforms, etc., etc. And listen, he's lost 3 times, but don't look into his losses. He's avenged one of them. He lost against Dujon. Now he's beat him. He
mm,
lost against Lenny Fuller in the Ultimate
Lenny's
Boxer
good?
years ago. Yeah, but that was years ago as well in a different
Mm.
platform. 3 threes. It's
And Lee
completely
Cutler's a
different.
great fighter when it was a very competitive fight against Cutler as well.
Yeah, and I think Lee Cutler probably that was his best performance, even though he lost. And
Mm.
so I don't look into the losses, to be honest. Like,
He's had
he's a
some
good
great
fighter.
wins as well.
Yeah, he beat Josh Ajakpovi, and he's done 10 rounds 4 or 5 times. I've never done 10 rounds. You see a lot of you see a lot of boxers, prospects, whatever. They have a bit of time off, and they're like, oh, I'll have a tune-up fight. I'll have a tune-up fight. I ain't boxed for a year. I'm going straight into a 10 round title fight. Like, it's either in you or it ain't. And I believe I've got it in me. We'll find out on the night, won't we? So I'll prepare for it, and that's all you can do.
Hmm. And yeah, it's of course it's a stacked card as we mentioned earlier with um I believe, yeah, there's a few Southern area title fights and title eliminators as you mentioned. Do you know what sort of are you towards the back end, middle of the card, or will you not find that out until fight week? Because it's a good
I'm
card.
not. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I see Kingsley Egbunike put something on social media like we were co-main event. That's when Yusuf Kamari was on there, but Yusuf Kamari's not on there anymore. So I'm not sure. But to be honest, it doesn't really matter to me. We're gonna fight
Mm.
whether it's 7 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night. Still gonna get in there and fight. So it don't matter to me. I've got my crowd coming up. He'll have his crowd there. Doesn't matter.
Do you think this is going to be your hardest fight to date?
Pardon, mate. What was that? Sorry.
I said, do you feel like this is going to be your hardest fight to date?
yeah, it could be my hardest fight, but it could also be my easiest fight. Like, we'll see. We'll see. Like, the way that I see it going is he's going to come out, probably try to push the pace, but then we see Lorenzo do that and he walked onto a shot. So could that happen to him? We don't know. It could be my hardest fight. It could be my hardest fight. We've prepared for it like it's going to be my hardest fight, and we're prepared to go to whatever trenches we have to. We're ready for anything that comes. Like, we're ready. We're prepared well. We're prepared for the hardest fight possible. Yeah.
And what does the Southern Area title mean to you?
Sorry, mate.
What does boxing for the Southern Area title mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot. Obviously, Sittingbourne, like where I'm from, we're from a small working man's town, working men, working women. We've never had a professional boxing champion, so it'll be history. Like, I'll be the first one, and yeah, it means a lot because when I first turned pro, people weren't giving me a chance, and once I win this title, people can never take that away from me. You know what I mean? So it means a lot.
What can have you got a message to the fans of what they can expect from you come fight night?
Yeah, 100%. Just a big thanks to everybody who's coming to support me, come and support all the other boxers as well. Like, honestly, we couldn't do it without you. And a lot of us boxers, we dedicate our life to this. I quit my job. I quit my job for this fight as well. I ain't earned my money for 6 to 8 weeks, and whatever happens in the fight, I'm not going about. So, listen, get your tickets, come along, and you'll see some good fights.
100%. And as always, before I let you go, I'll let you shout out anyone who's helping you as always.
Yeah, big thanks to my team, Billy Rumble, my trainer, my nutritionist Jack Coke. I've got a strength coach called Alex Palmerton, and then obviously a big shout out to all my sponsors: Preston's Accounts, BPC Constructions, Steve Fletcher Jewelry, TMC Heating, Jones and Co Barbers, Mr. India Kent, Fiberglass Flat Roofs. There's a few more, but I'm not too sure. I always end up forgetting because there's a few now. EMC, all vehicle services, Price Bros surfacing, and also Sam Westlake helps me out a bit for this fight as well. So yeah, I've had some great help of sponsors, obviously. Getting
You still there? Hello?
hello, hello, all good.
Yeah, yeah. I just lost you for a minute.
Yeah, all good.
All good. And yeah, from me, thank you for your time, mate, and all the best come October 12th. Good luck with the fight.
Thank you for your time, and maybe see you there, mate.
Maybe
Cheers.
see you there, mate. Bye.
Top, mate. Thanks, mate.